How's it going? Day 29 of this challenge that I've been on. Yesterday I was pretty grumpy on my little sauna talk or my sauna stories. You know, being confronted with apparently my inability to change or my inflexibility. And I guess that is accurate because I have had a tough time changing. And, I was grumpy and bitching and all this kind of stuff. And then today I was driving a friend for his chemo treatments. And, it was one of those pretty clear situations of, like, what are you bitching about? What would I be thinking about if I was in his situation, right? And he had a great attitude. He, it's not like what you see or what most of the time you may see or think about somebody that has cancer, like they are just the same person and they are going through the treatments and pretty aggressive treatments as far as I understand it. For me to be complaining, I kind of knew I was going to be running into this situation, and I was grateful that I was going to have a little bit of reality knocked into me about how a little bit of how asinine I've been behaving around this mentor guy, this money mentor guy, telling me that I am unwilling to change, or I don't have the education to do it, and things like that. I think it's probably stemmed a lot around my childhood, not able to have any excuse tolerated for anything from my father, which then really kind of set an early divide of feeling that he didn't care. And I don't think he really did. It didn't matter, And I can feel some of that repeating in me when other people give excuses. And all I hear is bullshit. And that I have low tolerance for it, and that it just is whatever reason they're accepting, right? And in my sales background, I come across this once in a while, right? Some asshole sales manager is going to say, the only thing that you didn't get that sale because they got that sale and they sold you on the idea that they didn't really need it. Right? Like that aggressive things. And it's like, no, not everybody is always a qualified buyer. It wasn't in their priorities compared to the other things that they need to do. So I guess the real thing is, what am I going to do about it? How am I going to show that I'm flexible? And when I say flexible, is that I'm capable of stepping outside myself. And I guess I still lead back to, I'm going to go for this ridiculous, aggressive, dry fasting regimen where I will dry fast 36 hours to 48 hours a week for the next 4 weeks, and then build that into 3-day, a 4-day, and then a 5-day dry fast. Because when you can strip away the idea of like needing food and water, then I think you can pretty much strip away any other idea that you may have believed about yourself. So that's what I got. That's all that I got. I got nothing else. You know, I guess there's a certain amount of, I don't want to call it hard work that I'm avoiding, because I've never been one to really avoid hard work when it came in the form of like labor or a big job or even a shit job. But there's just something about teaching myself things or being self-taught or doing things alone that I just don't want to do. Because I just don't want... I'm tired of kind of being alone in all those things. And that if I do everything alone, then what do the people in my life, what role do they actually play in my need for them? You know, and maybe that's the part that I need to be more flexible about. Maybe I have to let go of all those angers and say, like, I'm going to be successful because I want to be successful, and not worry that somebody is just going to be benefiting from my hard success. I mean, it is a little frustrating when I ask for help or ask for somebody to be part of it at times and they don't do it. But what can you do? You know, if you think that your partner, as I sometimes do, isn't as supportive as I would like, like, I'm not going to be changing my wife. You know, I'm not going to be ending the relationship with the mother of my children because my wife won't, like, help me build a business that she has no interest in, but I do. Anyway, that's enough out of me for tonight.